Hey everyone. Hey, how's everyone doing? Welcome to Miss Watley presents Old School Tuesday Turn Up on this beautiful Tuesday night. I hope everyone is having a good night. I hope you all had a good week. I know I did. So we know what we're not gonna sit up here and have you guys sitting too long. Without further ado, please everyone welcome the one, the only Mr. Tony Terry. How you doing, Mr. Tony?
Yo, I'm doing great. How you doing,
Hey,
Priscilla?
I'm doing real
Thank
good,
you for
real good.
having
How
me.
are you?
Thank you for having me.
No
I'm
problem.
doing
Thank
great.
you for
I mean,
being here.
it's been I have my whole crew that I want to shout out, who came and set up my sound, my studio today, and got it ready
Yes.
just literally with no time to spare, and it sounds great.
Yes. And they did a good job seeing you guys back there working, and I love it. And you got those glasses on. I
Feverishly,
love it. I love it. Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. Now I know, I'm not gonna keep you too long. Now I know you were sitting here while you guys getting ready. You were singing, doing a little singing. Now someone has sit there and said last night that you can sing a nursery rhyme and make it sound good.
Uh-oh.
Now my question, my question is for you is there someone special on your mind to draw out the emotion needed when you're singing a song?
That's a good question. Well, most songs, at least the ones that I like to sing, come from a real place. So I like to know the story behind the lyric and the melody. So yeah, I mean, I can't tell you who I'm talking about all the time, so who I'm thinking about, but
Right, right, right.
but I
Well,
didn't write with you
that's what I'm.
though. Most people
You
think that
didn't?
I did,
Okay.
but I did not. I did not. It was written by a friend of mine named Raymond Reeder.
Oh, okay. So what was and what inspired you to record it when you first heard it? Like, what do you go
I,
like? I don't know about this song, or would you like? You know
no,
what?
I
I gotta
didn't.
sing. I gotta
Actually,
sing it.
that's exactly what my reaction was. The very first time I heard it, I didn't even listen to the entire song because I felt like it was the truth. It felt
Hmm.
honest. Because really it's corny. You can't use those lines on my mouth. But it felt the intent of the song felt honest and pure, and
Hmm.
I believed it from word one, and I just couldn't wait to sing it. And
Yes.
that's
I
been
heard you.
almost 30 years.
What? Oh my God. Because I know the video, I heard you say that you was somewhere at the studio or something, at the recording studio, or and Anita Baker called. And she
Yeah,
didn't, and she
actually,
was like, "This is Tony Terry." Yes. What is the story? Please
yeah.
tell everyone that story.
Yeah. Okay, so that's after the song came out, but before there was a video,
Mhm.
and I had done a performance on the Arsenio Hall show, and there was a show that came on afterwards called The Party Machine that was hosted by Nia Peoples, and we
Mhm.
performed on that show, and apparently she was awakened by the song, and she called. I happened to be walking into my manager's office at the time, and our
Mhm.
receptionist was not there, but the phone was ringing, and I answered it, and turns out it was Anita Baker. I couldn't believe it. Like I didn't know her at the time, so she was looking for me, and we talked. We chopped it up for a minute, and she asked me about the video. How come she hadn't seen one? Well, honestly, my label at the time didn't think "With You" was a hit record, and so it's
Mhm.
because of her. She sent me $50,000 and her well wishes. She hired. She called Blair Underwood a favor in on him, and he directed it, and the rest was history. So if you've ever seen it, it's because Anita Baker. I call her my guardian angel. She came out of
Yes.
nowhere and just saved the day.
Right. Yes. Not a lot of people are going to do that, but she's seen something in you, and I think that is extraordinary. And she gave you like, you know what? No, we're gonna get this video out here. And that is nice
And
of her.
she
That
didn't
was
want
very
anything
nice
back
of
in
her.
return. But you know what's
Wow.
really interesting about that story
Mhm.
is that about maybe 20 years later, when
Mhm.
Monique was doing her show on the WB, I had
Mhm.
performed on the show, and I heard that Miss Baker was coming to perform, and my mother-in-law is a huge fan, so we went to see her, and they put me on the front row, and she didn't know I was going to be there, but she was singing Sweet Love, don't you ever go away. You know what she sang? And and then she opened her eyes, and I saw her see me. You know what I mean? I
Uh-huh.
saw her recognize me, and her eyes got big. And just at that moment, the show went to commercial. She called Monique over, and they had a conversation. They were clearly talking about me because they were looking in my direction, and so apparently what was happening was Miss Baker was telling Monique about the story of her calling me and then giving me that money.
Mm-hmm.
And so when it came back from commercial, Monique asked why did she do that, and she took a second and thought about it and said that she was led by the Spirit. She was being obedient.
Mm-hmm.
She was compelled to do it. She had to do it, and
Mm-hmm.
it was just that simple.
Yes, yes, I love that. So you've been in this business for so many years. What would you tell your younger self now that you know what you know now about the music industry?
Um, a couple of things. Check check the people that take care of you. there's so many there's so many female artists that get so close and don't break through because the
Mm-hmm.
industry uses them up, chews them up, and then spits them out right before their breakthrough. And then they leave somebody who's broken. A lot of women don't make it. They really don't.
Right, right.
It's
So then
unfortunate,
that becomes
but it happens.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yes. So this
But
becomes my next question.
if you're
With the
writing and producing, if you're writing and producing, that
uh-huh.
puts you in a different seat. If you're trying to be the artist and just be the artist, not so
Mm-hmm.
much.
Mm. Then that becomes my next question about R&B music. With the popularity of hip hop and the new generation of artists, do you think R&B music is becoming a lost of art form?
No, I don't. I mean, there's it's people are gonna always want to hear love songs. So no,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that it's. I mean, the tides change, it ebbs and flows, and shows
Mm-hmm.
these the voice shows that feature vocals. I think kind of bring it back to wanting to hear real singers sing. You know, Bruno
Mm-hmm.
Mars is one of the biggest stars in the world, musicians. He can really, really sing. You know,
Yes.
so no, I don't think. But I think it's unfortunate that black people have a hard time singing R&B though.
Yes. I know
Successfully,
that's so
because it
funny.
seems like more. It seems like the more successful acts in the R&B field are not people of color.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. Now, as an actor, what is something that you know now that you wish you knew when you first started acting?
Well, I went to a really, really good school, the Duke
Mm-hmm.
Ellington School of the Arts, which is where I learned my craft, where I studied my craft and learned my passion for it, what it was going to take. And I had some of the best professors, instructors, teachers, mentors that anybody could have. So I learned a lot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but the most important thing I learned about being an actor was, and a performer in general, is no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what it is, when you cross that theater stage door, it all
Mm-hmm.
has to stay out there. Because when you come in the theater, it's time to work.
Yes. So, if someone wants to make a movie about your life, what kind of story would you want told?
Oh man, we'd have to sit down because there's a whole bunch of stories to tell. So that would be an interesting conversation.
Yes, yes. Who do you see playing you though? Who do you see playing you? Would you go with
Um,
someone who's out or go with unknown?
I don't know. I never really thought about someone playing me or even someone honestly being interested in my story, as interesting as it is. Um,
Hmm.
I just recently went through an experience that has inspired me to write a script, and so
Mm,
we'll see what happens. Yeah.
okay, okay. How has the pandemic affected you musically?
It hasn't affected me musically, but it wiped my work schedule completely out. So I had to figure out how to stay connected to my fans. So after about
Yes.
4 weeks, I was, my house, which is nice, nicely appointed, nice size, but it just began to shrink. It started closing in on me because we weren't doing anything, and I never spend that much time at home. I'm working a lot, so I started,
Right.
going live, really for me, because I needed something to do. But then the
Right.
fans started responding to it as if
Hmm.
it became something that was bigger than me. So I do it. I don't charge people. I just do it for free. But that has turned into me doing other things virtually and live, of course, social distancing, and it's kept me
Yes.
busy. So I've been okay. Stressed out a little bit,
Okay.
but who's not stressed out during the pandemic?
Right, right. But no, I get what you're saying about the Tony Terry Tuesday, because if you have you noticed, if you stay gone for one night, people are like, okay, when you coming back on? That's like the same way with me and my show. I was
Yeah,
gone for a whole month.
yeah,
Like they asking every week. So when you come back on, okay,
yeah.
I'm here
When you
now. I'm
come,
back
yeah,
after
yeah,
a
yeah,
month. I'm right, and
yeah.
I'm back with Tony Terry. So some singers have come and gone, but you are still here. What keeps Tony Terry performing? What keeps you going?
Well, I still have a passion for what I do. I love it, and
Hmm.
I've always wanted to make a career out of what I do. So I just don't really think about. I mean, you have to reinvent yourself and think of other ways to multiple streams of income. But
Right,
I love sharing music. It's not even my music. It's music that belongs to the world, and the ability to affect people with
right.
your voice
Hmm.
is a gift. That ain't got nothing to do
Hmm.
with me. I mean, I practice and I stay on top of my instrument, but the fact
Hmm.
that I have it, I wish that I gave it to me. I would give it to a whole lot of people, but God gave me that, so I have to say to God be the glory.
Right, right. So I noticed you have a YouTube channel called Training with Tony. What inspired you to get into health and fitness?
Yeah, I haven't posted anything new on it, but it's about I'm an older guy, and I just wanted to inspire people to take care of themselves. So if they can see me out there doing it, maybe they would get out and do it for themselves as
Yes, and you still fit. I can tell you be just working out. I
well.
seen the
Doing a
video.
little something.
Let us start something. So what I would say the last question, what is the next chapter for you? What is the next chapter for Tony Terry?
Um, that's a good question, and people often ask me where do I see myself, and I kind
Hmm.
of try to take myself out of it because I want God to blow my mind. So I say
Hmm.
whatever the universe has for me, I just want to be ready for
I love it. I love it. Before you go, can you sing us a little something of your
it.
our new song? Just a little bit, a snippet before
Of
you
the
go.
new song,
Yes.
okay, that would be "Born to Love You." I
Okay.
got it right, Chair. Here we go. Oh, hey babe, can I talk to you? Ooh, oh, if I told you I adore you, it would cost me nothing, but it cost me everything. If I could offer you nothing, but oh, my time and patience is enough. There's no price tag on Tony's touch. So I text you love letters and sing when it's raining outside. Don't mind the weather, because that's where we find. We find forever. Ooh, let's sip honey jack and let's roll. What you feeling that loud, that's roll. It don't matter cause I already know everything you like is on your dreams. You're the medicine for my pain. You're the reason that it goes away. Girl, you brighten my day, and I want you to know you're the reason I smile, baby. Baby, 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 baby. Baby, 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 I love you. I was born to love you. And you know that I'm right, and I'm right. I was born to love you. Hey, hey, baby. I don't even really care what they talking about. I still want to say what they won't say, but I'm still in love with you. Don't let it pass by.
Connection. Come on, baby. You and I. Baby, 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 baby. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby. I love you. I was born to love you. And you know that I'm right, that I'm right, that I'm right, that I'm right, baby. I was born to love you. I was born to love you.
You guys give it up for the one, the only Mr. Tony Terry. Yes, yes, yes. Now, before you go, Tony, where can everybody check you out? I know it's Tony Terry Tuesday
Yeah, check.
tonight.
You can come through tonight, Tony Terry Tuesday at 9 o'clock. I'm actually about to do every other Tuesday. I do a speed networking event for small businesses. So I'm about to go on and do that, and then at 9 o'clock I start my Tony Terry Tuesday. And I have an interview, another interview before 9 o'clock. So it's kind of tight,
All
right?
right.
Right here,
Yes.
right now.
I
I love it
understand.
though.
I
I
understand.
love it.
Yes. Thank you. And thank you for coming over to my Tuesday turn up. And I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for turning
Thank
in
you.
with me. I appreciate it and
Thank you.
everything. You guys
And I
go
just want
right
to say
now
this.
and not
When
yes.
I'm with you, it's for real. What I feel when I'm with you. Come check me out, Tony Terry Tuesday
Yes,
on
yes, you
Facebook.
guys. So
All right?
yes.
I got to
So
go. I love you guys. Thank you.
thank you. Bye bye everyone. See you guys next week.
Bye-bye.